everyone, and welcome back to my channel zuzanareacts, where I learn all things parallel, where you'll help and I just share my Slovak Central European point of view. And in today's video, I came across a video about why is India defense booming. So I thought it would be interesting to explore together with you, and I'm just very curious as to why do you guys think that would be the case. So let's explore this together. But before we do,
please like this video and click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Thank you so much for your support.
I say let's look at this together.
India, with its two hostile neighbors, continue to pose both conventional and non-conventional threats. These threats cover the whole range of conflict on land, at sea, in the air, and in space and outer space. It is very important to have a strong defense architecture to stop all of these kinds of threats. In any economy, all sectors contribute to the overall growth of its economy. The defense sector is very important because it gives the country the tools it needs to protect itself from both inside and outside threats. One important thing to know about the industry is that the government of India is its only customer. The other customers are from other countries that are friendly. India's defense sector has gone through a lot of changes because the government wants to improve the country's defense by making it less reliant on imports. The Indian government has banned the import of hundreds of military subsystems and parts. This has made India's goal of becoming more self-reliant clearer, set goals for local defense manufacturers, and put the spotlight on the road ahead. This shows how the policy framework is slanted in favor of defense companies. The government has put in place a number of plans and measures to help the sector grow, which have led to a steady flow of capital and investment opportunities.
Nice.
From April 2000 to September 2022, $15.71 million worth of FDI has been put into the defense industry, according to the Make in India website. Earlier in 2020, the government raised the FDI limit from 49 to 74% under the automatic route, and up to 100% in the defense sector through the government route. India has about 194 defense startups that are working on new ways to use technology. The government has set a goal for defense production of 1.75 lakh crore by 2025.
Wow.
This goal includes 35,000 crore rupees for export. The amount that will be spent on the budget in FY23 has been set at 5.3 trillion rupees, which is a 10% increase from last year. Exports of defense goods have gone up a lot because there are more partnerships with the private sector. India exported defense items and technology worth a record 13,000 crore rupees in 2021-22, and this number is likely to rise to 17,000 crore rupees in 2022 and 2023.
Wow, that's
Small and medium-sized businesses are now as aware as the government that they can help the defense sector in ways that haven't been used yet. India exported defense goods worth 8,000 crore rupees in the first 6 months of the current financial year. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh said that India wants to reach its annual export goal of 35,000 crore rupees by 2025. Also, he said before 2014, India used to export defense goods worth between 900 crore rupees and 1,300 crore rupees. After the fights between Armenia and Azerbaijan, India will send Armenia missiles, rockets, and ammunition. Indigenous Pinaka multi-barrel rocket launcher will also be part of the deal.
wow.
After the Philippines and India made a deal to give the Philippines BrahMos missiles, Middle Eastern countries could soon make a deal with the Indian government to buy the supersonic cruise missile that was made in India. After seeing that South Asian countries are waiting in line to buy this missile, these countries began to talk about it. In addition, these countries went to India to buy the missile because the geopolitical situation had changed. The US had stopped selling arms and ammunition to some countries in the region, and Russia's war with Ukraine had changed the relationships between countries. Talks with Indonesia about the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile are already well on their way.
Wow.
Indonesia wants to buy these missiles as they already uses Russian platforms like the Su-27 fighter jets and Kilo-class submarines, so it won't be hard to fit the BrahMos missiles on board. With a focus on Make in India, India has taken a clear step
This
towards
is cool.
self-reliance and localization in the defense sector. For the defense industrial base to grow, it is important to use the potential of both public and private Indian industries, as well as the technological skills developed by academic and research institutions. An important initiative from the government's end is the Positive Indigenization List. It is a list of defense needs that will only be met by products made in the country. Sunil Misra, Director General of Society of Indian Defense Manufacturers, says that putting out the positive list is a major policy move that shows what the government really wants to do. He also says the combination of India's brainpower, a friendly policy environment, entrepreneurs who are willing to take risks, and a strong manufacturing sector will signal that the private sector will play a major role in the defense space.
Okay.
When it comes to defense manufacturing, there is still a lot of ground to cover in terms of making new products and making more of them. If the Indian industry has to rely only on domestic demand, it won't have much reason to invest in R&D and production facilities. This is because there won't be any economies of scale, and contracts won't be given out very often. This makes it less likely that the industry will get future supply orders, and makes it possible that manufacturing capacity won't be used to its fullest. So, opening up exports of defense products was necessary to give private industry in the home country a bigger role in designing, developing, and making defense products.
Wow, it is definitely incredible. So I don't really know much about the military and any of these things. I think one thing that really hit me is that when I'm thinking now about India, I'm kind of thinking about the scale of the US with the distances based on the couple of last videos that I watched. And, and in that sense, what I've been thinking is that it just kind of makes sense when it comes to military and everything to be, like produced from within. And I think I quite like the fact that the government is consolidating that within the country. It's very, it's very impressive. I think like for a small nation like me, I don't think I can ever perhaps grasp or appreciate even what this is about, because we have NATO and the big countries, but it feels like it's such a huge industry. So when America needs to go to war, and they need to, it's all about the kind of industry, the military complex. And I think now I'm just getting the scale of how huge this is. Actually, never really properly thought about that, but man, I think, if you are a superpower, which I think you guys say, I think you have a very negative connotation connected with the superpower. I personally have any connotation like that. But I think India is becoming a superpower, and as a country of that kind of scale, you have to have a very strong military. But I think in my head, it's so shocking as how huge it needs to be. And yeah, I just, in my head, I can't wrap my head about it. It's like, I don't know. How do you feel about your defense system? Is it something that, let's say you're proactively following? Is that something that, you're proud of, that it's being like brought, very much into the country? And then I believe that you guys understand the importance of having those neighbors, that this is necessary. So wow, I think in my head, what I'm thinking, I'm still shocked. I think what I'm still processing is the magnitude of the scale of this, which is huge. But I think with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please give thumbs up, try to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next one. Until then, please do take care. I'm sending much love. Bye bye.